Hi, my name is Kelsey Lindblom, and I'm going to talk a little bit about microbial fuel cells. Generally, when we think of bacteria, we think of something that's nasty or gross and makes us sick. But bacteria are actually really incredible organisms. Some bacteria are electrochemically active, and when these electrochemically active bacteria are put in microbial fuel cells, viable energy is produced that can be used for human consumption. Now, a microbial fuel cell is a mechanical device in which bacteria in an anode metabolize a food source. This metabolic process in an anaerobic conditions, an environment without oxygen, creates the separation of electrons and protons. The electrons are deposited on the electrode, and from this electrode they're connected to the cathode via an external wire. They travel over this external wire into the cathode and mix with an oxidizing agent. The protons that were also separated through the metabolic process in the anode combine with the cathode by going through a proton exchange membrane or other selective membrane. In the cathode, the electrons, the protons, and an oxidizing agent, such as oxygen, combine together and create small amounts of electricity. This is a completely green, renewable energy source that only relies on the metabolic process of bacteria. Now, there are a couple of different types of microbial fuel cells. This is a microbial fuel cell that has two chambers and a proton exchange membrane. It's something that this is a more expensive design, as the proton exchange membrane often increases the cost of a microbial fuel cell. However, a proton exchange membrane is not necessary. This is a microbial fuel cell that I've built and am currently running. It doesn't have a proton exchange membrane. It's a single chambered microbial fuel cell, and the anode and cathode are almost directly touching, only separated by swamp mud, which provides the bacteria and the food source. So this is all really cool. I build microbial fuel cells, but what does this do for the real world? What does it mean for actual humans? Well, it's a completely green energy source that is viable in today's world. In third world countries, they often have the resources necessary to create microbial fuel cells. Oftentimes human waste is even used, as latrines still exist in developing countries. This can create small amounts of electricity that allows them access to the outside world through the use of cell phones, camera batteries, and that's currently what I'm looking at. I'm looking at creating this type of microbial fuel cell to act as a trickle charger for small amounts of electricity. Microbial fuel cells are an innovative way to create electricity that is green and comes from a bacterial source instead of something like the sun or hydropower. Thanks for listening.